I've never gone a day without seeing my friends. They're like the only people in the world who get me.
I think the movie shows that, you know, even if you're separated from your friends, there could still be a connection there. Your friends are your friends forever. Your real friends.
I definitely wanted the kids to feel like they had known each other for a long time in the movie, even though they had just met a week and a half before we shot.
The friendship has an authentic style because as they got to know each other as the movie went on, much like the night goes on, these kids become closer. Very much is the same way this group met.
Once we were all together, we just kind of clicked.
Say your name.
Thought you knew my name.
You know what I mean, for the video.
Meeting Teo, Reese, and Ella was, was awesome. You know, they're young just like I'm young. This was our first time being in a major film, so it was just a pretty cool atmosphere.
The first person I met was Astro. Turned out he was a rapper from New York and on the X Factor. You know, it's this huge guy. I'm like, okay, oh, hi, I'm just Reese, you know. And then when I met Ella, I knew right away, I was like, I need to talk to this girl, because it's Ella.
She's hot, right?
I said, okay, great, we only have a week to make sure these guys are friends. Let's make sure they get along. They can't look at their phones, because if they're looking at their phones, they're just gonna check out and they're not gonna have any time to connect with each other. We sent them to a theme park and they were playing video games. They went on the skydiving thing and then they went to dinner. And then I just came at the end of it and just saw how they were connecting.
Alex and Teo are definitely the most different from the four kids because Alex is just kind of a normal guy, you know, he just goes to school, he does his thing, while Teo in real life is the most unique, crazy little guy I've ever met.
We were all kids, and this was like one of our first times doing something big, and so we kind of like had to stick together like a family, you know? We didn't want to be alone with the process.
Hey, is that page 9?
They had a week of rehearsals before we shot, just where they were kind of in a room together going over their lines and getting to know each other.
Teo, me and him, we just clicked like the quickest. If I made a joke, he laughed. If he made a joke, I laughed. Reese is actually, I can't think of any similarities with his character, because out of all of us, I'd say he's the coolest.
Quiet, guys, rolling.
Oh, I got you now. What's up?
We made a million jokes on set, so it's already chemistry here. You know, it's like a brother from another mother, I guess.
Emma, right? Emma.
What hit me first about Ella, what's funny is me and Ella didn't actually get along in first day of the reading, but she was cool. You know, she's a very cool girl, very smart girl, and very great actor, by the way. But in the movie, we don't get along at first neither. So it made for great chemistry on camera.
I'm confused.
Huh?
Didn't you guys kiss?
We actually turned out to be very good friends at the end of filming, so she's awesome.
Astor's always a cool guy. He's very mellow and laid back, which I can relate to. You know, guys have their guy things that they talk about. Luckily, I have a brother, so I could kind of relate, but it was like being an outsider, which actually really helped. But later on, you become closer, and I think that really reflects in the movie as well.
My birthday, which is July 31st, and Ella's is August 1st, so I'm one day older. And it was very fun. We got to film it on our birthdays, so, you know, we got to do this big set, like, birthday party, and we were all having the cake and stuff. That was one day that we really just, you know, got to lay back and have some fun.
Ella, when she gets into the zone, like, she's focused on her part. Reese, same thing with him, and Astro's in the zone, and I'm just there like, oh, look, craft service, I'm gonna go get some food.
What's really nice is that when someone was up, another person was down, so we were constantly hyping each other up. When I was kind of dragging from a long day, Reese, Teo, and Astro were hyping me up, and vice versa, too. We were just always there for each other, trying to get us in the spirit, get us in the mode.
We wanted to have some clips in the movie that showed history between the kids, having fun with each other.
Hey, Tuck, you got yours on? You got your legs done yet?
My assistant, Michael Larson, said, hey, I bumped into Teo and his mom and some of Teo's friends at the mall this weekend. I was like, oh, yeah, well, you know, what were they doing? And he said, actually, they were wrapped in bubble wrap, and they were socking each other in the face. So I was like, let's just shoot this scene. We'll give the kids a roll of huge bubble wrap, and we'll just let them do it just like Teo does it with his friends.
You can only punch where there's bubble wrap.
All right.
If you punch where there's not bubble wrap, that's cheating.
Alex!
son!
I was like, Teo, you're in charge. They just kind of made these big ballooned sumo wrestler bodies where they could just kind of punch each other.
We would like tackle each other and get in headbutts. You know, all the bubble wraps popping.
I wasn't ready!
That was really fun.
There was another scene that we shot where Tuck and Munch are water gun snipers.
What was there?
We were pretending like, you know, go left or go right, you know, flank that way.
They dial his cell phone to find him, and we hear, you know, we hear Alex's ringtone.
Guys, come on. No, that's not fair. That's not fair!
That was possibly the funnest day of shooting. We were soaking wet by the end. I mean, soaking, like we were drenched.
We were learning from each other, talking about past experiences on other sets, and just, you know, looking forward to shooting the next scene tomorrow.
Hey, Alex. Time to go, buddy.
In the original script of the movie, the kids stayed together. They beat the construction workers, and the kids get to stay in the town forever. Happy ending, all tied up in a bow. The end, nobody cares.
6 hours later, Alex moved.
It was always very important to us to have the kids say goodbye because it's connected to what Echo is there for. What he teaches the kids is that even though you're millions of light years away, there are still ways to stay in touch.
I'm gonna miss you guys. You guys smell really bad.
Rolling.
Action! We have a segment in the movie where the kids get together a year later after they've grown up. And not many movies get the benefit of getting to actually shoot a year after principal photography. So the kids had grown up.
Man, that was crazy because everybody had gotten bigger. Reese is taller than me. So,
That was very fun, you know, coming back. It was like the old team's back up again.
So that relationship was authentic, and it really translated into the movie.
And now they're very good friends.
They definitely stayed in touch in the time between shooting. It was as if a day hadn't really gone by.
I don't know what I would be able to do if I didn't have like my phone to text my friends who live far and stuff like that.
Having a friend light years away taught us that distance is just a state of mind.
Distance doesn't really matter when it comes to true friendships.
If you're best friends, then you always will be.
if you really go through something with your group of friends, it doesn't matter how far away they go. They could go to the other side of the world. The friendship will still be strong.
I love you guys.
I don't think anything could break that friendship and those experiences that we had.